Chris Fix here. Today I'm revealing a secret that could save you thousands on transmission repairs. Most shops only drain the pan, leaving over half the old dirty fluid trapped in your transmission, especially in the torque converter. This leftover fluid instantly contaminates your new fluid, causing rough shifts and premature wear. The real fix? Draining the torque converter using a hidden plug found on many vehicles. Let's dive in and show you how to do a complete pro-level transmission service at home. You might think a standard drain and fill is enough for your transmission, but that's not the whole story. Let's see why this basic service could leave your car at risk. A typical drain and fill only removes about 30 to 50% of the old fluid, just what's in the pan. The rest, full of dirt and debris, stays trapped in the torque converter and lines. When you add new fluid, it mixes with the old, instantly reducing its effectiveness and leaving contaminants behind. These particles act like liquid sandpaper, wearing down your transmission and leading to overheating and costly damage. The only way to truly clean your transmission is with a full fluid flush, which removes nearly all the old fluid and contaminants. Investing in a complete flush protects your transmission and helps your vehicle run smoothly for years to come. So, how do you know if your car has a torque converter drain plug? Check your factory service manual or online forums for your specific model. Many older vehicles and trucks have it, newer models may not. The plug is usually accessed through a small cover at the bottom of the bell housing. Rotate the engine by hand until the plug comes into view. It's a small bolt or screw on the torque converter's edge. Confirm before you start. This step saves time and hassle. Safety always comes first. Never, under any circumstances, work beneath a car that's supported only by a jack. Jacks are designed to lift, not to hold the weight of a vehicle for extended periods. Even a small shift or slip can cause the car to fall, leading to serious injury or worse. Before you get started, make sure you have all the right equipment ready and within reach. Always use jack stands and make sure they're placed on a solid, level surface like concrete. Avoid working on gravel or uneven ground, as this can cause the stands to shift or sink. Double-check that each stand is locked in place and positioned under the manufacturer's recommended lift points. Before lifting, chalk the wheels that will remain on the ground, using rubber blocks or wheel chocks. This prevents the car from rolling unexpectedly. Lift the car at the correct jacking point, as specified in your owner's manual, and once it's high enough, carefully slide the jack stands underneath. Once the car is resting on the stands, give it a gentle shake to make sure it's stable. The car shouldn't rock or shift at all. If it does, lower it and reposition the stands until you're confident it's secure. Taking a few extra moments here can make all the difference for your safety. Now slide under the car and locate the access port at the bottom of the bell housing. This is usually a small removable cover or plate. Remove it carefully, and you'll be able to see the torque converter inside the transmission. It can be dark and greasy under there, so use a good flashlight to illuminate the area. A headlamp can also be helpful, keeping your hands free while you work. Take your time to wipe away any grime so you can see clearly. Next, you'll need to rotate the engine clockwise. Use a socket and ratchet on the crankshaft bolt, which is usually found at the front of the engine. Turn it slowly and steadily. Never use the starter motor for this step, as it can be dangerous. As you rotate the engine, keep an eye on the access port. You're looking for the drain plug on the torque converter to come into view. It may take a few turns before you spot it, so be patient and keep checking. Patience is key here. Sometimes it takes a full rotation or more for the drain plug to appear in the access port. Don't rush this step. Once you see the plug, you're ready for the next part of the job. Once you spot the drain plug, position a large drain pan underneath. Wear gloves and safety glasses. Old fluid can be messy. Loosen and remove the plug. Let all the old fluid drain out. Inspect the plug for metal debris. Fine paste is normal. Big chunks mean trouble. Clean the plug and replace any crush washer or gasket. Reinstall the plug by hand, then torque it to spec. Don't over-tighten. This step removes the most contaminated fluid from your transmission. Now you're ready to refill with fresh fluid. With everything drained, it's time to reinstall the transmission pan and filter. Make sure you use new gaskets for a proper seal. This helps prevent leaks and ensures your hard work lasts. Carefully align the gasket and filter, double-checking that everything fits snugly and nothing is pinched or out of place. Take your time here, as a good seal is crucial for the transmission's health. Next, tighten all the bolts to the manufacturer's specifications. Use a torque wrench if you have one, tightening in a crisscross pattern to evenly distribute pressure and avoid warping the pan. This step is important. Over-tightening can damage the gasket, while under-tightening can cause leaks. Now, add new, manufacturer-approved transmission fluid through the dipstick tube. Start by pouring in the same amount you drain from the pan, but keep the bottle handy. You'll likely need to top off later. Always use the fluid type recommended in your owner's manual for best performance and longevity. Start the engine and, with your foot on the brake, slowly shift through every gear, pausing for a few seconds in each position. This helps circulate the new fluid throughout the transmission, filling all the internal passages and components. Add fluid in small increments, checking the dipstick after each addition. The fluid expands as it warms up, so it's better to add a little at a time than to risk overfilling. Wipe the dipstick clean each time for an accurate reading. Take your car for a short drive, about 10 to 15 minutes, to warm up the transmission. This allows the fluid to reach its normal operating temperature, which is essential for an accurate level check. Park on a level surface, leave the engine running and check the fluid level again. The fluid should be between the hot marks on the dipstick. If it's low, add more fluid a little at a time, rechecking as you go. Top off as needed, but be careful not to overfill. Too much fluid can cause foaming and shifting problems, so patience is key. This careful, step-by-step process ensures every part of your transmission gets fresh, clean fluid, helping your vehicle run smoother and last longer. Congratulations, you've just completed a job that many shops rush through. By taking your time and doing it right, you've given your car the best possible care. Congrats, you've performed a complete transmission service, better than most quick lube shops. Expect smoother shifts and longer transmission life. Fresh fluid keeps things cool, clean, and running efficiently. Repeat this deep flush every 30,000, 60,000 miles, or more often if you tow or drive in tough conditions. Ignore lifetime fluid claims. Real-world driving demands real maintenance. This small extra step saves you thousands and protects your car's most expensive component. Be proud. You've done it the smart ChrisFix way.